everyone, welcome along and welcome back to Purbeck Valley. We are headed down to the shop right now because we have this waiting for us. This is a Fendt Ideal 7T combine along with a JCB 4220 and the Michelin, which trailer is this? Oh, the Michelin Cramp trailer. So we're going to be taking these today, and we have 3 contracts to take on. And those 3 contracts are up here in fields 3, 4, and 5. 2 of these are canola, and 1 of these is oats. We're going to get started on field 5. So let's jump into this machine and get up there. And the reason why I'm taking on these contracts today is because we are well down in the cash. We have skipped through all of June. There wasn't really anything that was useful in June at all. We're still at least a month away from harvesting our own crop. We need to do another cut of grass fairly soon. You can see in that field there, the grass is regrowing nicely and should be regrown by the end of next month. So we need to get some more cash in. We need to get rid of this issue we've got cash wise, and 3 harvesting contracts are going to do it very nicely for us. So I just need to get this combine up there. It is a bit big for these roads, but we should be able to do it, and then we can get started. And I know that I can knock at least 2 of these out today. So we're going to start with field 5. We'll try and get field 4 done, and if we have enough time, we'll get field 3 done as well. I think this turn here is going to be the most difficult one with this combine. Getting the combine itself around the corner, I don't think is a huge problem. Getting the header trailer round might be. I've taken it quite wide. I've managed to avoid the sign. And we've got the head around. Absolutely fantastic. So we just need to get through the next farmyard and we'll be there. This is so windy, these roads to get up here. And this is probably the biggest combine I would ever put on this map. It really, anything bigger than this is going to cause issues. Now we need to get in and turn up the side of field 5 here. Oh, this might work out really well, actually. That's quite a nice wide area, and field 5 is the one we want to have a go at first. So we'll pull into here. We'll pull up alongside, and I'm hoping there's going to be enough space to get the combine in here. There might not be, actually. I don't know where I'm going to put it otherwise. I think we might have a little bit of an issue getting the combine lined up. Although, up there by field 4, that might be a really good place to do it. Yeah, this is quite a wide space up here. So what I'm going to do is bring the header to there. We will undo the header trailer. And then spin our combine around. Let's unfold it as we're going. And then with a little bit of maneuvering, we'll be able to get it off the header trailer without much difficulty. These fields are actually fairly big, bigger than I was expecting. So this might take a little while to get this done. Pick that up, back it off. If I'd had a bit of money, well, yeah, any money at all, I would have been very tempted to have got 2 harvesters from these contracts and got through both of these quickly. I think that's all already hooked up. Let's check. Yep, that is all already hooked up. So let's crack on with the bigger of our 3 fields here. And we should get this done today, certainly. I would really like to get all 3 of these knocked out, but it's all about how quick we can get the tractor and trailer up here to empty. And it's sitting down at the shop. So let's start up the back of the combine as well. Switch back to the front. And down it goes. And away we go. Oh, and I think, yeah, this is the hillside adjusting version of the Ideal. Absolutely brilliant. Oh, wow, but that is a little bit slow going up this hill. This definitely seems to be a result of the steepness of the hill and the combine running up it. Very much lets me know that the way we want to be cutting this field is not up this hill like this. We're going to do a couple of headlands. We'll get that knocked out. And then we will do across the slope. So, well, I think it's going to be 90 degrees to where we are now, which should be a lot less steep to come up. And as a result should move a bit faster and hopefully mean that we're not so delayed. These are going to be 3 very hilly contracts though to get done, and I think our time estimates might take a little bit longer than they're actually estimated to be, unfortunately. My main reason for doing these contracts is we're a couple of days away from our cows needing to be refilled with feed. We have no hay bales as it stands at the moment, so we've got nothing to feed them with. And as you've seen, we've got no money. We are 2,224 in the red. So as a result, we really need to get some cash in. These are 3 easy contracts for exactly that. Canola pays well, so that's quite nice for that. And the other field, which I think is oats, doesn't pay too badly either. So by doing these, we should get somewhere between 7,000 and about 20,000 pounds, depending on how far through these contracts we get. And if we can do that, that is going to set us up going into our own harvest. We need a windrower, we need a tedder, and we need a header for our own combine. If we can get those 3 things based off this contract, we'll be good. We do have milk to sell as well, and so we'll be doing that next time too. But as it stands at the moment, the only way we're going to get the money we need to get done, what we need to get done in the next couple of months, is going to be by doing a couple of contracts like this. I've actually changed my mind. The angle or the steepness is just the top end of the field here. I think we can do this field much quicker if we go like this and set our GPS at this way. Now the thing about this is that this slopes down, so the slope actually gets less extreme the further down the field we go. I think we could actually have helped ourselves if we had cut round the field the other way. That would have left the auger into the crop, and I didn't want to do that. But it does mean that we might have had a better time of it. Although, again, but no, we can't empty it this way because that is way too shallow on this side. I am liking this harvester a lot. This is the most trouble it has, and it's on a tiny little section going up the field. Just a little bit there. We might try and swing around and grab that. So let's lift our head up. Yeah, wow. If I turn the head off, we easily have enough power to get up to the top of the field. Press around a little bit. Start it up again. Down, and yeah, then it becomes easy going downhill. But I think we'll end up with more work if we try and do it in smaller rows this way compared to the other way. So this is so much better. 95% complete, or 95% full, and we are 27% complete on the contract. So I reckon if we were to go and tip this, we'd probably be somewhere between 30 and 33%. So that is a third of this contract done, and we haven't even completed 2 full rounds on the actual fields. Haven't completed 2 headlands. So time to bring the tractor and trailer up and get it emptied. I have no idea actually if manual unload is on this combine. I'm guessing not. I don't think it gets activated as standard on contract combines. We'll pull underneath, and no, it doesn't. So that's good. We can just empty this out. I'm wondering how full this trailer is going to be once the combine has emptied out. And off a 99% full tank, we are a third full. That's great news. That means we'll be able to get 3 full loads off the combine, and it looks like 3 full loads off the combine is all we'll need to complete this contract. I am very pleased with that. We're going to cut in now, having cleaned up the headlands, and that is going in at a slightly odd angle, but we should be all right, I think. Don't want it oversteering. That's always the trouble when you set things going on GPS. Sometimes it oversteers and goes in at a bit of a weird angle, but we're okay. We're making it around. It's a nice sunny day today, thankfully. We are 40% of the way through this contract, and we are 30% full again. So we'll make it to the end of here easily, and hopefully shouldn't take us too long to refill. And this should be a 6-lane cut-in for us. I think I actually overshot. My GPS is telling me that this is lane 6, so that means that there are 3 lanes the other side of me here. That is not good. I think what I might need to do is go back up on the other side of here just to trim things off a little bit and keep this to a 6 lane. The final lane I should be going up should be the one over there. So yeah, we need to trim this up a bit. We are a lane out and I need to clean it up. So that's fine. We're going to be doing a little bit of a race tracking zigzaggy setup here, but that's not too much of a problem. We are 60% full, just under 60% full. So we're not looking at filling up anytime soon. So it's just a case of plugging away at this. I really hope I can get into the oats today. If we can get the oats field started, that will cut down on exactly how much we need to do tomorrow. And I think we should get all of these fields done in July. Spend a couple of days getting them knocked out, and then we'll be in a great position going into August to get our cows sorted and everything done there before we eventually head into our own harvest. I think probably around September, looking at the speed at which our fields are growing. Almost made it to the top, and now we'll just go around the other side and we'll be back on where we should be in order to get things running. I'll turn off the header because it just gives us that little bit extra oomph of power to get up and round here. And then we're back down and everything is as it should be. We can keep opening up this section of the field, and by the time we reach the bottom, we've almost got another full tank again. So I'm gonna head back up the next row. I want to put 3 full tanks from the combine in the trailer, because if I don't do that, the trailer is going to need topping up at the end. But this is going very smoothly for us. We are 20 to 2 in the afternoon, so time is ticking along, but it is working. It's not taking us as long to get up the field as I feared it might from this direction, and that is actually making things go along a little bit faster. Combine is full again. Or now comes in the problem with this hillside. Look at that. There is no way that is getting into that trailer. Right, so what we're going to have to do is actually take the combine out of the crop. It is the only downside with these hillside unloads. So turn that off, reverse this up, and spin it around. Yeah, really nothing I can do other than get the combine uphill and get it to unload there. Otherwise, we are just unable to get the combine unloaded. And look at how much extra height that's amazing. Just the angle of that is incredible. This self-leveling combine is mad. And we're empty. So back on with the header, bring the auger back in, back into the row, and I can set the GPS so that by the time we get the header back in the crop, we're all lined up, and away we go. I'm on my second cut-in, and actually this is going to pay off really well how we've done this field. So a lot of the last section of this field is going to be driving uphill with the header off so that we can turn in and get the last bit done. That is going to speed things up on the last section of this field really well, liking that a lot. Now, one thing I do need to watch here is when we go to deliver the canola for this field, it may go towards field 3. Not the end of the world, that, but it does mean we will definitely have to do field 3 in order to get our money for this field here. And that means we could have a problem if we decide not to do it. I want to do it, and absolutely we should do it, but if we're not careful, it's going to very much restrict us. Field 3 looks so steep up there, but those two fields together should take us about the same amount of time as this field here takes us today. So if I can knock a bit of field 4 out as well today and get started on those oats, that is going to make a big difference. I'm thinking that as we've got canola on our own farm this year, it's probably going to be worth holding any excess over and selling that with our own crop later in the year, make the maximum amount of money. We'll make enough money off the contracts without holding on to anything, so that should work out pretty well for us. The oats, I think we'll just straight up sell now. We're only going to have about 2,000 litres excess from this from these contracts, and it's not going to be really worth holding on to those. We should have about 4,000 litres excess from these two contracts for the canola, so I think it's going to be very wise holding on to it. That is 10,004, so we got 34,000 litres at the moment. I don't think we're going to get much more, maybe 35,000 litres. This might go up to 11,000. Yeah, it's going to be pretty close to 11,000. So yeah, 35,000 litres is about what I'm expecting off this field, and it's going to be roughly what we get. That's really good news, and we'll be able to go and tip this today and get started on those oats, which is fantastic. Just a little bit left to do, a little bit of cleanup, and then we'll go and get this tipped, and we'll see which contract this goes against first. If it goes against this contract first, that's really good, because that is going to mean that we can get some money in the bank today. If it doesn't, it's not the end of the world, because we know we're going to attack the other canola contract tomorrow, and we'll be able to complete that without too much hassle if this is all delivered. And yeah, it'll deliver the rest of the canola for this contract if that does. I thought the combine had an issue, but it doesn't. Oh, how much have we got in here? This is going to take 2 trips, isn't it? Yeah, we're at max weight at 27,000 litres. So we're going to have to go and tip this. This is headed down to the fisherman, which is right by our farm. So let's head down there, go get this tipped. And then, yeah, we'll have to come back, get a second load off here and finish it off. Slightly annoying, but this actually will be enough to finish field 3 if that is the contract that it's going to go against. Fisherman is just the other side of the bridge here. Yeah, down to the pub and pull in here. Check. Yeah, that is the fisherman. Pull our trailer around and get it unloaded. I think I found a quicker way back for the tractor and trailer. I'm glad I didn't take the combine that way originally, because the combine would never have got round a low, very hard fence that's down that way. This though, field 3 it's gone to, and then field 5. So we've now 100% transported for field 3 and 6% transported for field 5. So we're not going to be able to claim on the field 5 contract today. That is going to have to happen tomorrow. But that is not the end of the world, because it means we can go back to the field, grab the rest of the canola that's in the combine, put that against field 5, and we will be nicely set up for the next day. Given that we have some canola on here, I think we should empty out the combine. It's coming up to 5 o'clock. We'll get as much out of the combine tonight as we can. How much have we got left in here? We've got 8,000 liters. So turn that on. We know that we can get 12,000 liters off 2. So that's 24,000 liters off 2 loads on here, plus the 8,000. So 2 loads off here is going to be more than a trailer full. So we'll unload that 8,000 liters. We'll go and start attacking field 3 so that we can take canola back to the farm tonight. And then we can unload that when we finish off. Gotta swing around the corner here. And yeah, I think field 3 is going to be slow going any way I look at it. It is just so steep. And we are, this is going to be a hard field to do unless we go across it the whole way down. And then I feel like it's going to be really fiddly, but realistically, that's how you'd harvest this field. As expected, it's a long slog up the side of this field. That is insane how steep this is getting. Look at that. We're down to 2 miles an hour, and this field is going to get steeper. In fact, I'm pretty sure that we're going to hit 1 mile an hour as we get to the steeper part of this. And yeah, definitely would not be harvesting uphill like this when we do the cut-ins. This would be going across this field all the time in order to get this to just not be the biggest slog out there. And we are gonna make it up this hill at some point. We've almost made it to the top, and the speed actually didn't drop below 2 miles an hour. This is an impressive piece of kit to keep going with how steep that was. We need to turn out a little bit. We've got a little bit extra up here, and then up to the top. We will set our GPS based on the top end of the field here. I think it's set not too far off based on our previous field, but I really want to set it specifically for this field. So let's go there. We'll set our first point, which is, yeah, near as damn it, 90. So 90 degrees. Won't stay on the 90 degrees. Do you know what I'm going to do? We're going to set this manually. So set A, we'll set that to 90, set the cardinal. Yeah, easiest way to do it when we're faced with that. And the combine won't stay on a nice level angle. While the sun is shining, I'm going to try and knock as much of the headland out as possible. It is 7 in the evening now, and we are slowly getting this second headland done. I really, really don't want to be doing the whole field up this slope like this. So yeah, we'll go across it when we're actually doing the cut-in. It's a really thin field, and it's going to mean a lot of maneuvering, but to avoid going at 2 miles an hour up the field repeatedly, I think it's a really good choice to do that. We are at 77% full, so basically we'll get one final full tank off this field, and then we will head back. We'll get that tipped because we still need to deliver 30,000 liters, but we're expecting a few thousand liters available on top of that. In fact, we might try and get at least the headlands done, because we know we'll have space in the trailer. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to get another full tank. We'll get to the end of the headland, because it's going to make it, it's not going to make it all the way down the field. And then we will get whatever's in the tank at the bottom and go and deliver that to the fishermen, so that we're in a good place for tomorrow. Field 3 is 58% complete, so that won't complete this field, thankfully. And what it should do, though, is put us in good stead to make a decent amount of cash tomorrow. To my complete surprise, we are almost at the end of the field before needing to empty. And this should take us up to about 20,000 litres overall. I'm hoping there is enough height on this combine, though, to clear the trailer. That's not looking overly promising. Oh, really? That is very, very annoying. Right, so we're going to have to lift. So turn off that. Lift the header. And then we'll back it up. Whoa, it's too easily heading downhill. And that will then lift the auger up. And I should be able to get the auger into a position to unload into the trailer then at a slight angle. Perfect. And that then gives us the angle we need. And yeah, you can see now the sun is beginning to set. And the day is coming to the end. So we will get the rest of this headland done. And then that will give us a good starting point for the next day. And looking at the narrowness of this field, I am a bit of two minds as to whether we should actually go and do this field up and down. Yes, it'll be slow, but there aren't going to be many rows in it. Whereas going across it is going to be a lot of maneuvering. Let me know in the comments what you think, whether we should go across this field or up and down it. But we are reaching the end. We will make this sit. I think we'll sit here, and that should, yeah, that will lift the auger high enough for the trailer to get at it. We'll turn off pressure, and then I'll just get a few more liters off of this, and we can go and get this tipped and done. But that is where we're going to leave these contracts for today. We will pick them up again next time and get them finished off, get some money in. For now, though, all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. Special thanks to all my patrons and channel members. Your support is invaluable in making these videos and helping the channel to grow. For more from Virtual Farmer, check out the links below, follow on Twitch to watch live, and for more videos, subscribe and ring that bell. I will see you next time. Goodbye.